Have an anxious child and looking for the best form of treatment? According to the American Psychological Association, numerous research studies suggest that cognitive behavior therapy, or CBT for short, leads to significant improvement in a person's functioning and quality of life. It's also been deemed highly effective in the treatment of anxiety disorders. So how will CBT help your anxious child? In this video, I describe CBT and reveal how it works. Hi and hello! Welcome to Nurturing Youth Counseling. I'm Colette, a licensed professional counselor partnering with you in your child's social and emotional development. I answer questions about children's mental health and provide skills that I've learned while in private practice and with my own children. Come journey along with me on this roller coaster ride of life that we call parenting. What is cognitive behavior therapy? Cognitive behavior therapy is a form of short-term talk therapy designed to help people recognize their unhelpful thoughts and behaviors, then reframe it to reduce the impact of anxiety. Remember, anxiety serves a purpose, so we won't eliminate it, but we do want your child to build the skills needed to better tolerate their worry. That way they can return to or participate in activities that they've been avoiding. Therapists using cognitive behavior therapy may use something called exposure response prevention, or ERP for short, as part of their treatment. This is where you gradually encounter the object or situation that triggers your anxiety. So you build confidence that you can manage the situation or anxiety symptoms. Research shows that 70 to 80% of children respond well to cognitive behavior therapy and often see lasting results from the short-term therapy. Children start to understand how their anxiety works and that they have a say in how they think and feel about it, which can be really empowering. There's also some research indicating that some children may benefit from a dual treatment of medication and psychotherapy. Stay tuned for a future video about anxiety and medication. So how does cognitive behavior therapy work? Cognitive behavior therapy can be explained with a visual of what's called the cognitive triangle. The cognitive triangle is a map that shows how our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors are all connected to each other. We experience an external stimuli or trigger and have thoughts about that trigger that tells us how we feel. Our feelings then influence how we act or behave. And finally, our actions play a bigger role in future thoughts we might have. For example, we see a bee buzzing around us. We think that the bee will sting us, so we get worried or apprehensive about the bee and run away. Our behaviors of leaving have just trained our little amygdala to avoid situations with bees. Most children view their emotions as something that comes out of the blue. However, it's not really true that our feelings come from out of nowhere. Anytime something happens to us, we have a thought about it, and that thought tells us how to feel. Most of the time, this process works out great, and our thoughts let us make accurate judgment calls about situations. But for anxious children, overly negative thoughts might lead them to feel anxious. Cognitive behavior therapy can help your child become aware that their thoughts influence their emotions and behaviors. This means when something negative occurs, your child can reduce the emotional and behavioral impact by managing their thinking patterns in response to these negative events. If you're having trouble identifying your child's thinking patterns, check out my video on recognizing your child's anxiety patterns, found in the description box below, so you're better equipped to help your child identify their anxiety patterns. Once you and your child can identify the negative thoughts, you can work on reframing it and exhibit more positive feelings and favorable responses to it. This concept can be challenging to explain, especially to younger children. So stay tuned for a future video to help you in this endeavor. I hope this video was helpful. If so, please like, share, and subscribe. As always, thank you for watching. And until next time, don't forget to breathe and enjoy this roller coaster ride of life that we call parenting.